There is basically one major reason why you have been investing and losing your money in this Web3 space, and that is simply because you don't understand tokenomics. Let me paint you a scenario. There are two guys, guy A and guy B. When guy A wants to invest in a coin, he goes ahead to look at the price of the coin and then predicts that by so time, this coin might probably be worth this. Then he goes ahead to put his money to invest in it. Why guy B, when he wants to invest in the coin, he goes ahead to check the total supply of the coin, its maximum supply, its circulating supply, and also go ahead to check its utility and a lot other details before now finally deciding to go into investing in the coins or not. And as such, he or she is making an informed decision simply because he understands tokenomics. So for you to be able to thrive long term in this space, you need the understanding of tokenomics. The understanding of tokenomics is going to save you a lot of losses. In fact, the understanding of tokenomics is also going to help you in selecting good airdrops to go into. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing tokenomics, and we're currently on a 30 days journey of diving into the world of Web3. Today is day 11. So if you haven't watched our previous videos, especially where I explained what Web3 is all about, blockchain technology, make sure you check the playlist that this video is attached to if you are watching from YouTube, so you can go and start from the beginning of the video. Tokenomics is basically token and economics, and it is the understanding of how cryptocurrencies and digital tokens function within a blockchain ecosystem. Tokenomics is just like a rule book that determines how a token is created, distributed, used, and valued. So without a strong tokenomics model, even the best looking projects on the Web3 space will fall apart. When you want to go and purchase a car, for instance, you don't just look at the price of the car. You first of all check the health of the engine, the type of the engine, you check its tires, you check a lot other details of the car before you now determine whether this car is going to serve you well, its capabilities, its strengths, its weaknesses, and a lot others before you now go ahead to pay for this car. This is what tokenomics does for you. When you understand tokenomics, you don't just look at the price of a coin before investing. You understand its utility, that is its use case. You understand a lot about what the project is all about before you now decide to go into it. So for any token at all to survive in this Web3 space long term, it has to have a good tokenomics. Without a good tokenomics, it is just like a car that has a bad engine, bad headlight, bad brake, and bad others. So a token must have a good tokenomics for it to survive long term in this space. And if you understand the tokenomics of a token, you will make informed decisions. There are basically 6 key elements when we talk of tokenomics. The first one is the total supply. When we talk of total supply, we are talking about the whole coins that has been generated. For instance, the total supply of Pi coins is currently around 6.7 billion. That is the total supply because that is the coin that has been created. Even though some of these coins are locked, but it does not matter. Those are the coins that has been mined so far. The second is maximum supply. When we talk of maximum supply, we are basically talking about the whole amount of coins that will ever exist. For instance, I was giving you an example that total supply of Pi is about 6.7 billion, but the maximum supply of Pi is 100 billions. This means that this is the maximum amount of Pi that will ever exist. It will not go to 101 billion. It will not exceed. It will not be less. This is the highest. Ethereum, for instance, does not have a maximum supply, although they have an amount that can be mined per year, but it does not have a maximum supply. Bitcoin has a maximum supply of, I think, about, is it 21 million or 21 billion Bitcoin thereabout. So once that Bitcoin is mined, there would not be a new Bitcoin that is going to be added again. This explanation should be clear. The third thing is the circulating supply. When we talk of circulating supply, we are talking about the coins that is currently being available to people to trade on exchanges. It could be a decentralized exchanges, it could be a centralized exchanges. It does not matter. This is the amount of coins that is available and it is circulating for people to either buy or to sell. The fourth thing we look at is the token utility, and this is where we talk about what this token is all about. What is the problem that this token is currently trying to fix? For instance, HOT, for those of you that are on my Telegram channel or my WhatsApp group, I have dropped a project for you that is called HOT, and if you're not mining, go and start mining right now. If you are transacting on exchanges like Trust Wallet, MetaMask, or any decentralized exchange at all, if somebody sends you a coin, let's say for instance, I send you Tether, that is USDT, and the USDT I send to you is on BNB, that is Binance blockchain. If I send it to your wallet, before you'll be able to send out that USDT, you need to have gas fee. And the gas fee you need to have is your BNB. If you don't have BNB, you will not be able to send out that your USDT until you purchase a specific amount of BNB. So this is the problem that HOT came to solve. HOT is a decentralized wallet, but instead of you to purchase BNB for gas fee, you can decide to use that your token, that your Tether USDT that is on BNB. You can decide to minus the gas fee from it. Or you can even decide, let's say for instance, you have a HOT wallet, and on this your HOT wallet, you have USDT, you have Bitcoin, you have other coins. You can decide that the gas fee should come from Bitcoin, regardless of the blockchain. You can decide that the gas fee should come from Ton. So this is the utility or the use case of HOT wallet in the Web3 space. So when we're talking about utility of a token, we are basically talking about its use case. The fifth thing we look at is incentives. And when we talk of incentives, it is just basically all the strategies that the developers or the owners of a token put in place in order to keep its users to keep on interacting or to keep on using its coin. The sixth thing we look at is inflation and deflation. And this is basically how the supply of a token changes over time. Each of these factors that I have listed plays a very huge role in determining how a token is going to survive in the Web3 space, whether it's going to do long term or short term. Just like the previous example I gave you of Man B, he first of all has to look at these factors. After looking at it, he will now decide if this token is worth investing in or not, and also decide whether to invest in it short term or long term. In tokenomics, we also look at token distribution. Why? Because how a token is initially distributed says a lot about the token's transparency and fairness. For instance, if 50% of a coin is going to early investors or the team, you should know already that this token is red flag, because for them to be able to take half, that is 50%, and give to the team or to early investors, it's a big red flag, and that will say a lot about its fairness and transparency. And these are the common categories when we talk of token distribution. The first is the team. The team simply comprises of everybody involved in the project. It could be the people they employ to do the promotion for them, developers, whatsoever. It just basically has to do with the team, everybody that is involved with the success of this project. The second is developers, and that is those that even developed it in the first place. The third is investors. These are people that they did not develop the coin, but they have money to invest in these coins, so they invest in it and they are put in the investor category. So when this token wants to get listed, they decide there is a certain percentage they give to these investors. The fourth category is community rewards. This is the one that almost all of us are involved in. When you mine a certain token, when the token wants to get listed, they distribute to you in form of airdrops. The last category is treasury for future use, and this is simply the amount of coins that developers can decide to lock up, maybe for future use or for whatsoever, or maybe to even to stabilize the price of the coin. So with this now, you see that whether you are investing in a coin, you are trying to develop your own coin, or just trying to understand Web3, you need to understand tokenomics. It is a very important knowledge. And with this, we come to the end of today's video on tokenomics. If you want to get further information on this, you can research on each of the points I have dropped. For instance, I talked about utility. You can research more on utility to understand deeper in depth of what it's all about. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you subscribe to this channel. Turn on the bell icon so you get notifications whenever we upload a new video like this. And with the link in the description box of this video, you can join my Telegram channel to stay in touch.